Okay. So good morning, everyone. Not afternoon. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, first of all, for coming here. I know it's your class thing, but obviously I thought it's very important to see you before you guys disappear for your holidays, and then you don't remember. So this is very important. We'll talk on the final note, and I think, obviously, as you know, the discussion is about placement. You all know that we sent you the email, right? You have received the email where we asking you some data, the information. A lot of queries were coming. Some students saying, "Swani, why you need this information? It's my data. It's my information. Why do you want to know where I'm working?" I never asked for your payslip, isn't it? Did I? I will never ask you.
I sent it to you.
You sent it. So idea is, remember you are in the term 1. This is just semester 1. Placement is in semester 2.
Yeah.
But as we know, we are very busy, right? You are more busy than me anyway. I know that. You're very, very busy. So you're coming to class. Obviously, after class, there's an Easter break as well. So we don't want you to disturb much, to be very honest, because that's a festive time. And I think you can spend time with your family and this thing. So that's why I thought, let me explain you how the placement works. Although we have done a lot of, remember I came to the classes when we visited your classes several times. So, but it's still better idea we will talk. So placement, as you know, you're level 4, right? Yeah, level 4 and 5 together. But you're in term 1. So level 4, remember we all know is 20 hours of placement, and level 5 is 150 hours, right? So the point here is very, very important. The point we're discussing here today. We sent you the email. We need that information back. And I think I've got my team with me. So Suleiman is here. He is actually working with Rima. Rima is a placement officer. So Rima, roughly what is the turnaround in terms of the data we receive? The students are replying, right? But I think we've given the date, right?
Yeah.
14th.
Yeah, but the forms is not.
So which is tomorrow. Today is 13th. Tomorrow we have given you the date that we receive the response from you. So what you need to do very simply, you need to go to your email, okay, the LTU email. You open that email, and then you will see one email from our placement team. And what exactly they are asking you? They are asking very basic data, very basic information. And I'll tell you why we are asking you. We are asking your the company where you're working, your organization, your job, current job, your job title, okay, and then obviously the address, like location. We need to know where are you working actually. Because, and then obviously we're not asking your salary, we're not asking you how many bonuses you get. We don't need this. But we need mainly your job title, your company name, and then the address, the location. Why we need this? This is a big question here, and that's what we are here just for 30 minutes. Remember guys, placement is very, very important. I was in Birmingham yesterday, and LTU was also there because we're having students in Birmingham as well. Now, University of Leeds Trinity University, they're really keen that when you're doing your placement, you are learning some skills. And that's the whole idea of this placement. Some of you level 5, you know, you've done level 4 placements as well, but some of you level 4 which you're doing first time. What I want you guys to do, I think we will be working, me, Rima and Salman as a placement team, we will be working together. And when you come back in April, we're going to do something different here, right? What will happen, I know you're at level 4, you're at level 5, but there will be some activities on this floor, on the ground floor, where you will get a chance to meet foundation student and level 5 student regularly. Like every week we'll put some kind of activity on this floor. The idea is better, like we are communicating, I am talking to you, we are doing a lot of events, we're putting it on the portal. But I strongly believe that you can communicate better than me. Because you are a student, you are on the same level. So for example, if you are talking to a foundation student, you need to convey your message to them what is placement and how important it is. Right? It's very important placement. I think you've seen already so many activities and events we did, like 17 to 20 events we did last year on that. Just to explain you why is it important. You're all working, isn't it? So all of you are working, so that's good. It means you have some experience. But one thing you need to notice that you're currently working maybe for last 7 years, 6 years in one company. I'm not sure how social you are, but in terms of especially the post-COVID time we are, going through now, things have changed. Right? I'm working with so many companies. I visit regularly. I think every week because we do some spot checking of the students as well. Companies have different demands now. If you're working in a company for last 6-7 years as well, companies want you to grow. They want you to learn more skills. Because if you don't do that, what will happen? At the moment you will survive. But after 3-5 years, there is no guarantee for that. And we don't want that you've done your degree from here, Okay? And after 3-4 years, you said, what happened? This is a new word for me. And that's why we really want you to attend this activities, event, and considering this placement is one of the most important part of your degree. Whether it's 20 hours, 150 hours, it doesn't matter. 20 hours should be with the same mindset when you're doing 150 hours. Okay? So there are two options we can work around. We have a full agreement with LTU and we have discussed so many since starting. Wherever you're working, like that's what we asked you the data. So please reply us by tomorrow. Tomorrow is the deadline. We need that response because if you don't respond to us, we won't be able to see how can we help you. You get my point? So it's very important. You tell us the data we are asking, then what will happen? The placement team, they will put it into the system of LTU, which we call tracker, right? And what happens every second Thursday when I have meetings with LTU, we discuss about you individually to university and take their point. Whether they agree, we inform you. As soon as they agree, we inform, we had a meeting, then we send you an email confirmation that your placement has been confirmed. So it means you're ready to go. You're not starting placement at the moment, okay? Please don't do that. You are giving us information. Placement is in second semester. So this is very important. We don't want you to start now and finish it before Easter. Okay, because it's not cake day. So please, you give us this information and then we will work around. There will be two phases. Once you give us the data, once it's approved, we'll inform you so that even you're ready to go. But there will be some cases. For example, you're working as a customer assistant in a company for last 2 years. So my concern is, university will allow you. They will say, yes, customer assistant is okay. Because there is a website, I think if you remember like last event, remember when LT was here last time? I think some of you already attended. There is a website called Cascot. You can write it down, it's in your handbook as well anyway. Cascot is a government website which tells you, for example, if you're working as a manager in a corner shop, you're still on the low or medium level. There are 3 levels, low, medium and high. But sometimes you're working in a very, very, very organized company and you're working as a team leader but you're on the high scale. Depending on the credibility, reputation and job responsibilities you have. So you need to cross-check. This is your research, you're already doing research. So you need to understand, I'm a manager in a company, but where are you as per the government standards? So Cascot website will give you a lot of idea, and obviously when you come back in April, we will do some surgery hours as well in this section, this area, student hub, and this room we will be utilizing it as well, where you can come and discuss with us how can you move this placement into your career. Clear? That's very, very important. Now second thing is what will happen, for example, customer assistant as you're working, and university approves it, but I think approval is not only required here. We need to see, we're not just doing placement as a formality, remember that. If you need approval, then you continue and you complete it, you'll pass it. We don't just want that bit. We want to make sure you pass and you achieve what you want to achieve as a career. So for that point of view, you need to be very open to us. For example, if you're working in a company and you're working as a customer assistant or team leader and you really want to go up into that company, then you can discuss with us. Because what we do, I think some of you already have associated, we also see some students are here. There is a possibility that we can talk to your manager, we can negotiate, we can help you to negotiate your placement with them. Because sometimes you have a hesitation, I know. You think my manager will be angry, and say why, So, but we have a way, we have a communication. Sometimes we invite your companies here as well, just to explain them how important it is for them as well. So please make sure this placement is a key stage for you. And I'm very honest with you, while working for different here and there, traveling a lot for different companies, next 3 to 5 years, it will be different, completely different work. Maybe possibly you've got a lot of experience, but you don't know the right direction, then you will start. And then you will struggle, and we don't want it. And that's the whole idea, you're doing this degree, and I think that's what we discussed yesterday in other campus in Birmingham as well, that you are one of the blessed students. I think LTU is one of the universities in UK which are very keen on this placement. And that's why if you go into their website, there's a 96% student satisfaction rate at the moment. And they're in top 6 universities in the UK. I don't know whether you're aware. These facts you need to know. I know you're at Walton and College, but remember LTU is yours, like you in partnership. So you need to know about these things. And they are 9th in the ranking as well in terms of, so there are different rankings actually. It's your motivational point, isn't it? So placement, we will, you have given us data, we will see. There will be some cases where we will say, no, your current job is not a placement. Because of the job titles, So then what will be the options for you? So what will happen when you come back, we will get approval, yes or no. Any student who didn't get confirmation, we will offer you some placement opportunities. Okay, you can see the companies are here, you can see some posters are here, you can see this as well. We have 4 more, obviously we have just put 3 here, but in future, like I'm working with placement team, we will be, when you come back in April, this floor will look different for you. There will be a lot of company aspects are here, you know. We are also planning, only problem is the time. We guys come in different days. And I think you're also having a lot of commitments out of this degree as well. So we really want companies to come in here maybe every second day. Someone is walking in, doing a setup here and talking to you. That's the plan moving forward. So we will work on it. But in terms of placement, please take it very serious. Another part which is very important, which we want to address you, there are some forms you're filling in. You need to take ownership of it, please. We don't want you to write just things because you need to give it to us. You need to read it properly, spelling mistakes, for example. Like we have picked up in audit. See, we have a lot of students are here. We do audit, we do regular audit, but we are also human beings, isn't it? Sometimes we can miss it because we are not machine processing it. We are processing it through our eyes and this kind of normal structure. Please make sure you take responsibility. If you are not sure about anything, you can email us at placement at vic.ac.uk. You can call us on extension as well 404, or you can do anything, or you can come and see us. You are off on Easter, we are not off. It's a sad moment, but maybe some of you, maybe Rima will go on holiday, I'm not sure. So the idea is, we will be here. The only point here is, please take placement this very serious, but you need to enjoy it. Same time I'm telling you. I'm sure because I've been in your seat for many years as well as a student. I've spent 3-4 years in this country. I know when you're on that seat, for example, as a student, you're working in so many companies, but I'm not sure how many of you are happy with your current job. I'm not sure. But maybe I can guess 50-55% of you are doing job, maybe you don't like it. But you're doing it because you don't have a choice. So placement is an opportunity. Okay, the biggest benefit of placement is if you do something different in your company, even if you make a mistake, you can say it was my placement. The manager will not give you any warning letter. You can say I was just trying. So you need to think positive for this one and it will work. So this is one thing which we wanted to do. There are some placement vacancies we also have in this campus. Like you can see this library, which we are almost working now. I think from moving forward, I think we're also looking for one librarian as well very soon. So things are developing, but obviously we need your help. So there will be some vacancies in library as well. You can do your placements as it depends. What is your interest? Are you comfortable with it? And marketing department, we are also expanding. Currently there are 2 students, which are level 5 students, business evening group. They are actually doing their placement in the marketing department at the moment. And what they are doing, they are working to design campaigns for Andrea, who is the marketing manager. So we are trying to create opportunities for you. But I think it's very important how you take it serious. Because especially level 4 student guys, which I can see, you have 20 hours. If you do it well, you understand, remember next year is 150. So things will go in a better way. Any questions you have? Do you have anything in your mind about any data you're sending us or anything you can ask? You should ask some questions. It's very important.
Yeah, I think those who have joined late, they missed the first part, the front benches, I think. Do you have any questions?
Anything about placement? Do you know what is placement?
Please don't ask me in the class. Because I know it's going to come on me.
You tell me what is placement now. I want to hear you. Tell us whatever you think. What is placement? Is it a male or female? So placement is what? What is placement? Job? Paid, unpaid? Always? Not necessarily. Depending on your employer, isn't it? But do you know what is the difference between placement and job? Are you working at the moment? No? You're a millionaire? You're already rich? You don't need a job? Very good. What about you? Not working? Do you want to work? Only home. Home is a work. The problem, we can't offer you placement at home. Otherwise, NTA will be visiting your home. We can't do that. Maybe health and social care still I don't know if you can do it or not as a carer. So, but you have a plan to do something. You're doing this degree, right? What is the reason? Why are you doing this degree program? Tell me what I'm expecting. You want to do a job after? Where? What is in your mind? What is your dream? You should be very open to us. Remember, if you open, we can support you. I know you have hesitation, and this hesitation was there for many years. That's why you came to this college, isn't it? You need to finish this hesitation. That's why placement is not just about experience, guys. It's about skills now. So if you have a hesitation, I know some of us come from that background, including me. We have a hesitation to speak, and there is a reason behind it. The people around us, sometimes they don't appreciate us. I'm one of them, like you. So this is the time, guys, you need to take this opportunity and come forward and break this hesitation and talk to us. Like talk to our placement team. You can email us very openly. I'm interested to work in this sector. I'm not promising we have everything on board at the moment because we're growing, but we'll try our best to do. But first thing is speaking, isn't it? So what is your dream? Where do you want to work? Home. Before degree home, after degree home. Very good.
It's a place
Yes,
you
sir.
can do at home and it can be
Where do you want to work?
at home. Kitchen, cooking, home chores, lot of the things at home. I think this is the placement at home as well, you know.
But placement at home is not working. Maybe we can request LT, we'll see. Sir, where do you work? You work?
Yes.
Where? Hmm?
NRS.
So what is your job title? Screening. So what do you do? Can you explain us in your job? Oh, cleaning. Do you think it's a good career? Can you continue this for next 10 years? How do you know that? Have you seen next 10 years? Do you know what's going to happen in 10 years time in United Kingdom? Are you aware about it? But do you know about it or not? You don't know. Why? Why do you think you don't know? Thank you very much. See, I'm just taking as an example. You don't know because you're not social. How many events and activities you attend in a month? Did you attend any event last month or 3 months time somewhere in London? That's important. We are one place. You are studying here. We can give you the direction. We're providing you a lot of support. But you need to come out of your shell. I know you're all working. We are all working. I'm working, I'm studying. I have a family. I have the same situation like you. I'm studying, I'm working full time. I have a family as well, and I'm doing my study as well. So I'm in the same situation. But sometimes, depending on the needs of the economy, you need to come out of your shell. You need to put efforts. And believe me, you are one of the luckiest people. I think you're in London. In London, isn't it? Like London is very, very populated, and you're very like people are traveling to British Library and staying in hotels and paying like thousands of pounds and attending. How many of you have been to British Library for the last 2 years? Any of you have gone to British Library?
Yes.
British Library.
I think 3
You
years.
don't? You don't like?
No,
You were at work. Good. So what is the reason why we are not going? That's what is very, very important. Time is not there. That's the problem. We don't have a time. We don't have a money. That's the problem. We are very busy, but I don't have anything in my pocket. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. This is our thought. Do you work 24 hours? Yes. Make a note of the name. We need to refer to Zoe. 24 hours, Zoe. That's very good. I'm giving you an idea. You can take time out. It's about your psychology. Once, 1 hour in a month, can you take it out from your life? Then go to British Library. Idea for British Library, I'm not saying you all go there, but I'm telling you as an example for British Library, there are a lot of things happening around, right? You need to go and out explore, because the reason is placement is not a difficult thing. Placement becomes because we want you to explore first. I don't want you to say, okay, I'm working in a retail, I'm in Tesco or any retail company, and I will continue as this, and that's it, my job done, placement hours finished, forms completed. It's good, but did you learn something? So please, one thing I want to add here, you can do your placement in your current job, that's perfectly fine. Okay, it's absolutely agreed with LTU, there's no problem at all. But there's one very, very important thing. You can continue your current job as a placement, but you need to add some additional job responsibilities. Please make a note of it, okay? And we will again remind you, that when you're filling the form, in the responsibility section, you need to write down what is the responsibility you're doing in the current job. Because what happens, sometimes they do spot checking. They will not call your manager, that's what I'm telling you. But they inform us sometimes, okay, they want to check, cross check. So we really want to make sure, and it's for your betterment as well, because if you're doing same thing in your placement as well, then what did you learn? Are you with me? You need to do at least one thing different, isn't it? Something doesn't, for 20 hours, like you, very small thing you can add to your role, because at least, otherwise you will forget this placement. After degree, after 4 or 5 years, if you want to remind yourself what was the placement, will you remember? You will not remember, you will say it was my same job and it was same placement. So please think about it. Your current jobs can be a placement, so that's why when you're sending the data back to us, we ask you where are you working at the moment. We are not asking you where is your placement. Please be very careful on this. A lot of students come back and they say, I don't have a placement at the moment, that's why we're not replying you. So we really struggle for the information. Please make sure where are you working, just add it to us. And you can also inform us that, because remember after that you need to talk to your manager. Remember there are 2 forms. Yeah, so 2 forms we need it back from you. There's a health and safety form, which your manager will fill in and you will also sign. It means wherever you work, it's a safe environment. Okay? And second is an agreement between you and your manager or your line manager. It means